Hey, how's it going? Happy Halloween, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope everyone is doing great today. Today we're going to be doing a spooky dessert. So we're actually going to be making a brain cake. So making a nice little sponge, red velvet sponge. So we're going to do like a 3-tier, and then we're going to carve it, and then we're going to make some fondant icing to make the brain texture, and I'm going to cook down some strawberry jam to go on top. So be looking delicious. To 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. Oh, dearie me. You could use parchment, but honestly, just use the non-stick tins. We're going to butter it, and we're going to flour it as well. So let's butter this up really nicely, and then we're going to get the flour on here, giving it a nice little light coating, and then we're going to pop it into the other tin as well. Put a little bit in there, and there, and there. Beautiful. Right, so just going to give this a nice little coat in. Fantastic. There we go. That's all you're after. There's no excess bits in there. You just want it nicely coated, so it's good to go. It's fine. So I'm just going to cut these up into quarters or into halves. That's fine. Just chopping them up really quickly. So just drop that in there. So even if you get those little manky bits, right, it's actually really good for jam because it'll just cook down. So beautiful. You don't want to put the fluffy stuff in there, so just cut that off. But any like old strawberries, perfect for jam. Got higher sugar content, which will actually make a better jam, better flavor in it as well. So I'm going to go for about 200 grams in there, roughly. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. Not too much. I'm not going too crazy with it. So I'm going to start cooking these down. Looking absolutely lovely, delicious. So let's put this onto them like a medium heat, ready to go. So I'm going to cook this down very gently. We don't need to add any water because the juices of the strawberries will come out, and we'll let that cook down. We're going to give it a little mix. Don't just leave it on there because the sugar will probably turn to caramel. You'll end up burning it. So just give it a little mix. It's on a medium heat to begin with. So that's fine. We're going to switch over and we're going to start with the butter. Probably these three because we got the butter. We want the butter and the sugar and the eggs in one. We're going to weigh out the cake flour, salt, and the cocoa powder in the other. And then the other one we're going to have buttermilk and the dye. Okay, yeah. I feel like 600 grams is far too much, guys and gals. Some recipes should be doubled. And some can't be doubled, so I've just got a feeling. So that's 200 grams. So there's 200 in there so far. 205. $600 is a little overkill, in my opinion. Sugary dust. Pretty much until this goes white, or like really like kind of pale white. Which is pretty much there. But we're just going to give it a little beat for a little bit. So 4 eggs I want. Excuse me. Or what are we talking about? We're talking about somebody else now. Were you really? Or are you pulling my leg? Right, so the egg, the butter, and the mixture is going in now. So just adding this. So the eggs are in there. It looks like it's like almost going to split. Can you see all those little bubbles in there? Don't worry. Don't worry, because we're going to add the flour and it all come together really nicely. So that's fine. Just giving that a really good beat. So there we go. Eggs, vanilla, butter. Jobs are good. And 500 grams. Pinch of salt. And 30 grams of cocoa. Or as people like to say, cacao. I want 30 grams of cocoa powder. Oh, have I got 30 grams though? Maybe. We'll see. Cake flour, I've got 500 grams. Cake flour, where are you? Doobie-doobie-boo-boo. Right. So, ready to rock and roll. Did I forgot to do something? I think I forgot to do something. No, okay, it's all there. Okay, right. So, let's give this a little duster-roonies. So I need 500 grams. How are we looking? 500, exactly. Good. I can't pour this back in the packet. I was going to launch it over my shoulder. No, let's not do that. I was going to set this aside. If I need it, I'll use it. If not, I'll just kind of try and get it into a tub and I can pour this back in. We got 20 grams. This should be about 30, hopefully. I'm hoping it will be. 25. Pinchy of salt. I think 2 pinches of salt will be, I think, acceptable for today. So here's 1. And here's number 2. Let's have a look at the strawberry jam while we're flicking over. So look at that strawberry jam bubbling away really nicely. It's looking fantastic. Delightful. It's ready or not, it's ready to go. But let's not carry on cooking down. Just leave it do its job. Bubbling away very nicely. So that's looking fantastic. Also, make sure whenever you use your buttermilk, I always forget to do this. Make sure this is not open, otherwise it's going to go flying. Make sure you just give it a shake. Because usually the buttermilk kind of separates, and then you got the thick at the bottom and the liquid at the top. So just give it a bit of a cheeky shake before you open it. If you've opened it, just hold it tight and then shake it a little bit, you know. I don't want like buttermilk all over your ceiling because of me. 480. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boo. Right, so I'm going to go for about half a teaspoon with this. This is quite strong, so... But I want that really nice bright red. I don't want it pink. And it's turning pink, look at that. I want it red. Once I make the mix, if it's still not quite red, then I'll add a little touch more. And we're going to put this one in front, and we're going to put the flour mixed in with the butter. Just going to add it little by little to begin with. Little by little. If you add it all at once, you're probably going to be sloshing around. It's going to splash everywhere. So I'm just going to kind of, yeah, carefully fold a little bit in and then fold a little bit more in. My bad. Right. So, oh, there we go. It's starting to turn a little bit more kind of red. We just need a little bit more dye color in there. So, as you can see, it'll give it a nice, that cocoa powder will add a nice little kind of dark, rich red to it. So I just need to add more food color into it though. Almost forgot. Just 2 teaspoons. I'm just going to quickly whisk that in. Almost forgot. I didn't. So, bar dessert spoon, which is 2 teaspoons. There we go. Not bacon powder, bacon powder. Before somebody says it, I know what you guys are like. You like to troll me, don't you? Kappa, appreciate it. Right, so let's pop a little bit in there. Little bit in there. Oh. Little bit in there. I feel like if they come out massive, I'm happy because it'll give me more room to work with. So that's fine. Our mixer's good to go. Let's pop these in the oven. Cake brains? Yeah, pretty much. I want it. Chef, is there like a rule of like to smooth like now like versus like tap in or drop in the cake tin? I suppose it really depends on the cake mixture because every cake is different. And if you bang it, say you did... Let me get these in the oven. Hold on. Let me come back to that question. Give me a second and I'll put a timer on. 20 to 25 minutes I want. So I'm hoping these will all fit in. If they don't, then rip. That's all I can say. So. Oh, I've got a funny feeling it's not going to fit. Eh. 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 I'm hoping this bottom one will be okay at the bottom. I don't like putting stuff on the bottom in that oven because it burns. So I'm just hoping it'll be okay. So make a genuine sponge. So that usually has egg whites whipped up, and they're folded through, melted butter in there. So it's going to be quite light. So if you bang the tray, you're going to knock the air out of it. Whereas like thicker batter like that, that's not so bad, and you can bang it and it'll smoothen out, or you can use a spatula. So it really kind of does depend on like what type of cake you're making. But yeah, usually banging the cake mix is not the best of ideas because you want to kind of keep the aeration in there, if that makes sense. Let's put this away. So 20-minute timer is on. Let's have a look at the strawberry jam. It's looking very jammy. Looks like bits of brain in there, look. Does that look like bits of brain falling apart? Or like blood clots? Looks like chopped up liver, right? They look like giant-sized macarons. So they should just come out like so. So I need to carve them as well. That one's the bottom one from the oven. Could you see it was like a bit of a lump on it? So these two top ones came out a little better. So here we go. Oh, that's a little hot. Kind of want to put some parchment to stop it from cracking and drying up really quick, especially when it's steaming like that. That's a little bit. Whoa! Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me! A bird hit the window. Oh my god, he's okay because he flew off because he didn't hit the floor, but ah, goddamn! Oh, Jesus wept. That scared the crap out of me because the window's right in front of me and it just went bang and he flew off. So I think he just knocked himself out. Bless him. I mean, I might need to trim that one up a little bit. We'll see. Oh my god. I'm just kind of glad you didn't. Because, you know, as well, if we get to 600, I'm not trying to entice you here. Actually, I better not tell you, because I know you probably would. So I better not say anything, but there's a little bit more than just doing the bean boozles at 600. You can check out below what we're going to be doing. Oh, look at that. It's nice and spongy. Boing, boing, boing. Right, I want a little bit of strawberry jam to help kind of stick this down a little bit. Please be very careful when you're using this knife. Take your time. Don't break on me. Oh, look how soft that is, by the way. Boing.
Spookalicious.
Spookalicious. Hey, how's it going, amigo? Hope things are well. What are you up to now? What are you up to, buddy? If we just carefully trim down. Nice. Okay. Now it's time to do... Let me brush this with a little bit of jam. Actually, what I might do is like blend some of this up because I don't want to lose all the glaze for later on. So Don't want to pop the juice in here. I just want to pop the strawberries. So you make like a paste, so it'll help stick with the for the brain cake. So the fondant will stick to it nicely. So. Just gonna brush this on very nicely. This will also kind of soak up a little bit as well, bearing in mind. So we're kind of looking for about the same kind of width. That's what we're looking for. So it's the start. So there we go. Just close this up nicely, make sure everything is good. Right. So, it's looking very brain-like, or I hope it is. So, technically, we should have enough jam to do this. I'm hoping we have enough jam to do this, but we'll see. Right. Also, just a quick little guys and gals, have a great rest of your Thursday. Hope you have a safe and happy Halloween. Have a lovely time with your kids tonight if you're out trick-or-treating or whatever. And stay safe. Have a great rest of your evening. Much loves. And I might be on later. Just keep your eye on the notifications. I might be playing Mr. Spoopy Mike. If not, I will catch you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. For our $10 stew, which we're making beef and dumplings. So yeah, guys and gals, have a great rest of your evening. Much love, happy Halloween, and take care. See you soon.